Alpinestars launched its wireless electronic airbag project back in 2001, so 10 years ago now. The system was developed to give an active safety potential for riders both on track and on the road, and right now the technology is concentrating on track performance. It's being used in MotoGP and World Superbike, and we've done 10 years worth of research on data collection as well as the actual airbag system itself. So looking at the components that we have here, the suit that's in front here is one of our test suits. It's designed to take the airbags, which are built into pockets in the shoulders and across the front of the chest. It has expansion joints just in the top of the arm and around the back of the shoulder. The idea being that the bags, when they inflate, can be accommodated within the suit. So the bags themselves do not appear out of the suit. The suit expands, gives the rider a good level of protection in the most vulnerable area of the body for road racing at the moment. Our research into accident statistics show very clearly that the shoulders and the collarbone are the most vulnerable area for a road racer. The actual electronic system that controls the airbag function is housed in the back of the suit here in the aerodynamic hump. Within the structure of the hump, we have a microprocessor which is fed data from 7 sensors around the suit, together with a battery pack, and for test and research purposes a GPS as well. So the system's fully enclosed in the suit and provides an extremely effective level of protection very rapidly should the rider begin to crash. The sensors around the suits, which are primarily accelerometers, are feeding data into the microprocessor, which samples the data every 2 milliseconds. Once we get to a situation where the rider is perhaps out of control and it is necessary to deploy the airbag, once we have a decision to fire the bag in the event of an accident, the system will deploy in just under 50 milliseconds. Given that the average duration of an accident from beginning to end is somewhere between 200 and 500 milliseconds, that gives us plenty of time to get the protection in place. The system is being used, as I said, in MotoGP and World Superbike, and now we have plenty of examples of riders that have crashed and the airbags have inflated and given them a good level of protection before the first impact that they actually have suffered. And I think the best thing, in order to show you what it looks like when the bags go off, is to show you the system removed from the suit and just to show how the bags inflate and the fact that it's a really controlled inflation, albeit extremely quick, and that once the bags have inflated, they will then deflate. And in the case of the Alpinestars system, if you're in a racing environment or a track environment where having needed the system, if you then can get on the bike again and start riding, the system will detect that and will rearm itself to offer you the same level of protection again. Alpinestars has a dual capability with its system, 2 charges housed in the hump, so you have actually 2 levels of protection, and obviously for racing purposes an extremely important asset to have. Okay, in order to demonstrate what the Alpinestars electronic airbag system looks like when it deploys, I'm going to ask Colin Ballantyne, one of our senior engineers on the project, to carry out a controlled inflation, and Colin will talk this through and will actually count down to the moment when the bags inflate.
Thanks. Okay, for the system here that's set on the table, it's set up and we've connected it with this cable because normally the arm-disarm system would prevent any kind of inflation of the unit, but with this cable I can manually override it and we're going to carry out a trial inflation. Okay, so first of all we will arm the system. And then secondly we will select the first charge for deployment. I'll now give the command to fire. I count to 3, the system will inflate. 3, 2, 1. So you've got a very quick deployment of the system in about 45 milliseconds and a slow deflation over the following 15 seconds.